Hello and welcome to Maypole. It was a tough decision on what do I go with. Do I go with Riverview, Maypole? You know, they're both in version 3. They're both in need of testing, and it was which one do I run with? And it was a tough decision because this one you can happily play single player. I mean, you can play Riverview single player, but Riverview lends itself more to a multiplayer thing, and Maypole you can play single player. But the other side of Maypole is it's fun multiplayer on this map because it's so tight and you're all on top of each other practically all of the time, which means that you know if somebody's coming up the lane, you need to know that they're coming up the lane if you're planning on going down it. So you can someone can tuck in so the other person can get past. So you know there is elements to it that make it fun and interesting, and I do prefer Maypole for multiplayer for that reason. But chickens are here, and we have things that we need to do, like maybe buy chickens. I thought that was floating, then I was going to say, how did I miss that? But the shed will be making its return back here. The reason it was taken out was because, well, I didn't know how much room I was going to use for the chickens. And I was surprised that I didn't have to do anything to the house. I mean, the chickens fitted straight in. So this is obviously on easy. Everything that you see now is all version 3 stuff, and we're going to do some well, we're going to look at what we need to do actually, because we own 27, but there's obviously going to be nothing on 27, so that's ready to be ploughed. Of course it's ready to be ploughed, why wouldn't it be ready to be ploughed? But so is 28. Now we could sell this because and then rebuy it back, and we could flip that land. That wouldn't be a problem. And as far as I know, if there's anything on there, it doesn't get removed. I haven't tried that. Might be worth trying out, because on 28 is actually the sheep zone. So field 28 is the pasture for the sheep. And the reason that that's a field is because if you start on any other difficulty and you don't start with the sheep zone, then you start with the field there. You know, well, you start with the field there regardless, but it's a field then. It's not just an empty pasture, because it's a sloped area, so it's hard to actually, you wouldn't want to level it out, put it that way, to put any particular structures in place there. So, let's see. We're limited on money, so we want something to be able to harvest and sell basically straight away, which we've got soybean here. So I think what we'll do is probably buy this, sell the crop, sell the field back. We don't have any, and it's fully fertilized, which is a bonus. Or do we sell the field back? We could keep the field, I guess. How much would the field cost is the question. That's almost all of our money, but we'll buy it. Because if we sold this, we'd get 250,000 back. But yeah. But well, we'd have 2 fields then. So in reality, we could actually, yeah, I think we'll do that. We could actually do one field of straw, crop. Right, what do we want? We want the combine. We want this. I'm not too fussed about trees clipping through sheds like this, because, well, only in this difficulty would you see that happening. You know, so it's not a big it's not a big deal. Not like it would be in 17, where the farm was the farm. We're definitely not getting through there, are we? I don't know if we're going to be able to get this around this way. It'll be interesting to see though. because oh yeah, I haven't put the road in around here. Look at that. I forgot the road. Naughty. But there is meant to be a road that runs around the side, around the back of that building. Although I could actually remove it, that would make it even more fun. You'd have to come this way then, so you'd have to use a header trailer to get this around here. So, people who like tight maps, welcome to Maypole. People who don't, well, I guess you'll end up jumping out of the stream and going, yep, not for me. Which fine, you know. Everybody to their own. But here we go. Happy farming. And for members of the Monkey Show, this is online, no password required, because only the Monkey Show have access to version 3 of this map. All mods that you will need to be able to join, as stated in Discord, are in mods for testing, are in a zip file called Newbie Farm mods, or multiplayer mods, online mods, something like that. Anyway, if you wish to join, if you don't, then it's okay, it's cool. I just put it up there so that people can join if they wish. I will be probably just trying to think, how long will I be going with the stream? And I will have to go down and plough that field. That's the problem. Or I just take the hit on it and just leave it for now. Because it'd be more of a... why am I stopping for? It'd be more for straw than anything else. And grass. And we'll do silage bales. And we'll start selling the silage bales and from field 28. Obviously we'd have to take a loan out for all the equipment that we'd need, which is one downside. Hey Stardog, I haven't heard that word for a while. Takes me back to when I used to be a member of the Pirates Ahoy modding team for Age of Pirates 2, and you'd go hello into the forum, into a chat, one of the topics, and somebody would always put ahoy. Thank you. To be fair, I had done the chickens for Riverview. I had done last night. I woke up and it was like, yeah, I get the chickens done. I got the chickens done last night for Riverview, and I began working on the chickens this morning for Maypole. And as soon as it was done, I put it up for upload, and I literally got done just before I had to leave to take my youngest to school, and so it was uploading while I was doing that, and as soon as I got back I posted them on Discord and it was there you go, you know. But I accidentally deleted a file which was valuable to spawning in the buildings and everything, including the sell points for Riverview. That was me rushing in my haste to get them out and deleting the things that wasn't needed in the zip file. It happens though. Workaholic. I think when I start something, I like to get done. I like to get finished, and especially if I want to play on it. And I know some would say, well, you've got whatever amount of time before Seasons comes out, what's the mad rush? But I would like, when Seasons to come out, to only be testing for Seasons and nothing else needing testing at that point. So, hi Armour. So yeah, but it was a tough choice which map to go with, because Riverview, it would have been, well, you know, it's got everything I need. I wouldn't have to buy any equipment. But then it was like, well, you know what, let's do a Maypole, because, well, you know, I like Maypole. I do like Maypole. I guess it's because it's new and shiny. You know, it was released at the end of 17. So whereas Riverview, I've been working on under its formal name of Newbie Farms since FS11. So it was for that reason. Exactly. Gate done. Gate out of the way. Move on to the next project or take a break. One or the other. The problem is I can't take a break. I always end up finding something else to do. That's another reason why I don't play my maps, is because I always find some of that I go, oh, that piece of grass looks out of place there. New version. You know, there's that side of playing your own maps. You become picky then. I guess that's why a lot of the map makers don't play their own maps, they play other people's maps, because they can be as picky as they want and not go, I need to make a new version. Whereas if you're editing version of maps to play, then you're always going to be editing the map, because you're never going to be 100% happy with the map. So there is that side. Maybe I should do that. Find a map that I like and play it. The problem is there isn't that many out, and none of them grab me. You know, and the maps that have got similar setups have got setups rather to this map with animal pastures on that. They're either limited in what kind of animals, or they're still work in progress. They're still got things that need to be fixed. A save game safe? I would say yes. Farmer Dad has been playing it, I presume, pretty much as he could today, so he'd probably be the best to ask. I know he did find something, and I need to speak to him about that particular problem. It was to do with the cows. And I need to speak with him to find out exactly what it was. But other than that, I would say start a game, play it. I mean, if anything comes up that requires a new game, it wouldn't necessarily require a new game. It would just be a case of just, you know, I could easily update the save files to work with whatever version comes out for you. That would only take a matter of a few minutes. It'd probably take longer to upload than it would be just to, you know, just to edit the file, or for yourself to be able to edit the file. You know, it's mostly the default items XML file is the one that would be the one that changes, because because the anything that you place is now saved by coordinates, and it stores it in that file. I like Maypole and Glen Isla for that small UK feel. Yeah, that's the map I was on about with Scuderias, was Glen Isla. I would play, but I know that he's working on fixes, and I don't want to play a map that is definitely going to end up having to be fixed. If I'm doing that, I may as well play my own maps. You know. That's true. You could do that. No, the sheds definitely aren't going to move. They're set in stone, and and unless the editor comes out of beta, which David did say within the next few weeks, then if that comes out before Seasons, which I'm expecting it to do so, then the change would be animated gates would then be a thing. But I don't want to do animated gates until the editor's out of the beta. Almost got the whole of this field in this combine. Considering that this is... but I don't think this field needed ploughing. I really don't think this needed ploughing. I think, and this was fully fertilised, so it was just... well, it's soybean. It's always going to be a poor yield in comparison. I guess what I could do is sell the header and just buy a corn header and just do corn. Seeing that corn sells so well now. I know Armour would be like, yep, that's the way to go. Roll this over to here so we can turn that off and extend the arm. Choose a tractor, not that one, not that. This one will do. Just trying to think. Because I've got to order food. I guess I could. I can't do it while I'm streaming, can I? I don't think. Set up a background image while I order food. I don't think that's a possibility. Not with Shadow Play anyway. I think that's something that you have to do pre-stream. That little... which shed? Little shed? Little shed? What's wrong with that shed? That shed's perfect. Makes it tight, doesn't it? Yeah, it definitely keeps you thinking, because you can guarantee you pick up a piece of equipment and you think, the first thing is, can I get it into the farm through the grain shed? And you probably say to yourself, yep, I can definitely get through that doorway. That's for sure. And then it will be, the next thing on your mind is, can I get it into the fields at the back of the farm, between those two sheds, or that shed that sticks out slightly. Luckily you can go around, but I am contemplating on changing that. But yeah, I've underestimated the width of the equipment I've been trying to get through there a few times, and got a little stuck. Yeah, they looked at Maypole and they went, yep, this is the one for this map. And when I first saw that tipper, I really, at the time, I was thinking, does that mean that the maps that we might be getting might be, because we'd seen that quite early on, will be a tight map, so they've gone with really small tipper because their map is going to be tight. Is it going to be like Lostberg kind of tight? Because Lostberg's a lot tighter than this map, I would imagine. I don't know for sure. I didn't play Lostberg though, but looking at it, it did look tighter than Maypole, especially in certain points. You found some small things on Riverview. What did you find? It's okay, Armour. I don't mind my problems being aired out. Well, I do, but map problems being aired out on the stream. Map problems isn't an issue. Real life problems, well, that's private. I'm tired today. And again, I'm tired every day, but I'm tired right now. But I've been extremely busy today. I've been out on my bike practically all day. I must have cycled, let's see, around about 15 to 20 miles today. It feels that anyway. Actually, it feels a lot more than that, but it definitely felt like that at the time. But then it'll feel a lot more than that when you go the ways that I go, purposely up hills and everything, you know. I will look at a road if I know there's two or three ways to get to a place that I want to go, and I will look at the roads. If I know the roads, then I will purposely pick the one that's got the steepest hill. If I don't know the roads, and let's say it's a, I don't know, T-junction in the road, I will look at the roads either way and it'll be like, this one's looks like it's got a hill that's a lot steeper than that one, we'll go that way. And I will happily come back the other way if I'm on my way back, just to know if the other way actually had steeper hills, so I know next time. You know, I don't know. The kids wanted me to be fit. Well, oh, wrong button. I'm definitely working on that. They make you feel like a lazy bum. I don't know. Since I quit smoking, it's just I have to keep active, otherwise I get bored. I don't know why. It's weird. When I was smoking, geez, I'd happily sit in a chair all day if I could. You wouldn't get me out. It'd be, you need to go shopping. Yeah, I got plenty of time. And then it would be, you need to go shopping now. You haven't got plenty of time anymore. You've got like 45 minutes before you have to get the kids. It's okay, I'll go shopping when I've got the kids. And then it would be, we'll just order in. It'll be fine. But since I quit smoking, no, can't do it. And And it is weird because I don't regret quitting smoking, that's for sure. I get sometimes when I feel stressed, really stressed, I get the feeling of not wanting a cigarette, but thinking I should have a cigarette, and then I'll walk past somebody who just smells like they've smoked like 1,000 cigarettes, and it'll be like, yeah, I really don't want a cigarette anymore. You know, and they probably only smokes one, but it smells like they've smoked 1,000. I was in the store today getting the shopping, and getting something that I was planning on cooking, then decided, oh, I'll just order in. So yeah. Anyway, and there's these two women ahead of me, and I'm standing in the queue. I've got all the conveyor belt slowly moving up, and I'm thinking, can you scan the stuff a bit quicker? You know, so I don't have to stand behind these people anymore. Because me and queues, they just don't work. I just don't like being in queues. Don't like being around loads of people personally. But yeah, and I get closer to these two women ahead because somebody moves out from between us. So I get close to these two women, and I backed off immediately. I took several steps back, and the person behind was like, "Can you move forward?" It's like, "Do you want to swap places?" Because they stink of cigarettes. But it didn't help because he stunk of alcohol. So yeah, there was that problem. Where am I going with this? I don't think I can get this through that entrance, can I? I'm going to need to get ahead of trailer. That's... actually, yes, I will. I don't know why I would want... Well, that's awesome. Good to know. I'm not going to get parked under there though, but you can definitely park here for now. Right, let's jump to... not you. Yeah, definitely. The in-laws, the father-in-law used to turn around and say, you know, when his friend quit smoking, there was one person, he smoked one cigarette a day. That was all he ever smoked after that, was one cigarette a day. And he'd go, when he was at work, he'd go out for his break, he'd smoke his one cigarette, he'd go back in, and he wouldn't have another cigarette at all until the next day. But he always had that one cigarette. He had to have that one cigarette a day, and it was always at the same time. And you know, when I was quitting smoking, I was adamant that the ones I would miss was the ones that I considered the important ones for myself. Thank you. Thank you for paying your internet bill. You're welcome. I'm glad you acknowledged that I paid it. And which were, you know, on a morning when you, not the very, because I don't smoke, I don't smoke soul on a morning anymore at any point, but when I did smoke, I couldn't have a cigarette, I couldn't open my eyes and immediately light up a cigarette. I wasn't that way. You smoke 5 or less, see, that's really good. And if you can stick to that and never go up, then you know, the hardest part is saying no to that extra cigarette. But if you're stubborn enough to be able to turn around and go, nope, 5 is enough for me, then, you know, perfect. But yeah, are you are, what the hell's on my there? Trying to think of what I was talking about now. I know it was to do with cigarettes. See, tiredness. I know if David was here, he'd turn around and go, you see, it's all that exercise, it's bad for you. I told you it's bad for you. You can't even think right now because you're that tired. I thought I would have a cigarette. I'd have to have at least 2 coffees on a morning. That would wake me up because I don't eat on a morning either. But I'd have 2 coffees and then I'd have a cigarette. The 2 coffees was to wake me up and also wake my throat up. And then I'd have a cigarette, and then I would have a cigarette with a 3rd coffee, and then I'd be smoking all through the day, and it could be chain smoking almost at some stages, depended upon how I felt. It seemed like over the last year and a half I actually started smoking more. I would easily get through up to 40 a day, if not more, on really bad days. Your hardest thing is smoking with coffee. Well, yeah, you don't want to be drinking and smoking at the same time. There is that side. But I would that would be my first cigarette that I'd enjoy. Would be not the first cigarette of the morning, but the first cigarette that I could taste that didn't kill my throat in the process. That would be the cigarette I would enjoy. Then the next one would be after having not anything to eat but a big meal. If so, what do I want to do? This field doesn't need ploughing, does it? It needs liming though. Lovely. So I need to buy a limer or lease a limer. Or I take the hit for a while, or I sell the field back and buy another field in. I think I'll do that because they will lime it then at some point. So I'll sell that. There's no fields ready apart from over this way, which we've got what, canola and 25. I ain't gonna have enough for that field though, surely. 100, definitely not. How much money have I got? 113,000. Got wheat on there, and we've got what's this, corn on 30. How much is 30 to buy? Oh yeah, that might be a little bit too expensive. But the next one would be having something to eat, have your main dinner, and then the final cigarette that I'd enjoy would be when the kids go to bed. I would look forward to that one. This one's going to be too much to buy as well. I could take a loan out, I guess. There is that. I know I don't have enough. I pressed the wrong button. I was being advantageous and hoping that you turn around and go, well, we'll let you have it because we're going to sell it back to us, so we'll just call it even. So I'm thinking buy this field, harvest it, and then drop the header off and pick up the corn header and then harvest this field. That's what I'm thinking. So we're going to take a loan and just take us up to the 200,000 mark and not click that button and go and buy 25. But yeah, after the kids had gone to bed and it was, you're just chilling out, just relaxing before you go to bed yourself. Everything's done, you haven't got anything to do, all your chores are done. It's just sit down with your final drink and maybe there's something on TV or you're talking with your friends or whatever, reading a book. It doesn't matter what you're doing, but that cigarette would be the next one I would enjoy, the final cigarette I'd enjoy. But it wasn't those cigarettes I actually missed, which was weird, because it was the ones where I'd be sitting here and they'd be, talking and playing a game, or just playing a game, and I'd reach for the cigarettes and obviously they're not there. And then it would be, yeah, you don't smoke anymore, what you doing? So then I'd get up and go and do something to take my mind off wanting a cigarette. And now I don't reach for a cigarette at all. But for the first 2 months, I'd say. I would be, every so often, I would end up reaching out to reach for the cigarettes, and of course, depraved. What's there? You picked up a cool little. I've depraved. Is that the cowboy one, the western one? Is that depraved? Yeah, it is. If I read a bit further down, it's a western themed. Yeah, Moondog's got that one. He did a stream on it. I think I've got it on my wish list to keep an eye on it. Oh, I had it on my wish list, and then I can't remember, but I know I was definitely watching it at some point. Hang on. You can't get to it that way. You ain't gonna be able to see Jack doing that. You gotta back up. So what's the two biggest fears that you should have down a country lane? Meeting a combine, or meeting a combine reversing? Personally, I'd just say meeting anything coming down a lane would be your biggest fear, especially if you're on a bike. Been there a few times on the push bike back when I was a teen. When we used to go for long distance rides and down country lanes, and yeah, there was a few hairy moments. Let's just leave it at that. Right, let's hope you give us a good yield, because we owe the bank 100,000. That was on sale along with production line. Yeah, because they've got, what is it, the lunar sale? Is that the one that they've gone now? It is, isn't it? Lunar sale. And then what's the next one going to be? I guess the next big sale is the summer sale. Maybe. Don't know. Without looking, and but yeah, the lunar sale. Okay. So you got your 5,000 and whatever tokens, which are just worthless, but thank you, Steam. Much appreciated. I'd rather if you just give me the 5,000 and whatever in cash, reimburse me into the bank. Here's 5,000 for spending so much on us. Thank you for your dedication and commitment and loyalty to our software. That would have been nice, but no, they didn't want to do that one. So they gave us 5,000 tokens and went, here you go, now go and spend them on something. Yeah, how about you give us 14 or 15,000? Is it 15,000 you needed? 15,000, so at least we can get £5 off the next game that we want to buy. That would have been a lot more helpful, The industry, I haven't got that one. I haven't played City Skylines for a while, so I didn't buy it. But when I was playing City Skylines, the DLC had been announced, and I was like, oh, I can't wait for this DLC to come out, because I'll build my city with Darren, because I've never been playing City Skylines while a DLC would come out. I just have little spurts on the game every now and then. But yeah, I do like the look of that industry DLC. Maybe I'll have to pick it up and just bite the bullet, and then next time I do play City Skylines, at least I've already got the DLC, especially if it's on sale. Because I know it changes a few things up, and then again, I keep saying I'm going to play Transport Fever again, but and production line again, and Factorio, and you know, there's a hand in Interstellar. If there's a handful of games that I want to play, but I started playing Giants Editor and then Farm Sim, and everything else got put on hold. It's $3 off, so now how much is the DLC? Something like I'm guessing $18 to $25. I'm guessing it's 18, so with 3 off, you know, $15. And if it's 15, then you know it's 12. But $3 is $3 though, right? 12. So okay, you know, $9. That's actually worth. That isn't bad. That's really good. This is not straw. You do not need to wait for the straw to fall out the back after discounts. You try and stick with Transport Fever to learn. Yeah. I think Transport Fever is one of those games where if you get once you start, you've got a productive line going, you can easily get sucked into then doing other things, and before you know it, it's just one more thing, just one more line, and then it's just one more vehicle, just one more and everything becomes just one more, and before you know it, 6 or 8 hours have passed, and you go, damn, I should have been in bed like 15 hours ago. Like Factorio. Conveniently. I'm sure these game developers like to crucify their fans. Thank you for spending the money on us. If you don't manage to fall asleep for the first 48 hours of whilst playing this game, then we know the game was an amazing success, and please remember to stand up every so often to avoid blood clots, and walk around, and most importantly eat and drink and visit the restroom, because that's also equally important, and if you've got kids, remember to see to them, but enjoy the game. You know, there's that. Jeez, tired. But it doesn't matter how tired I am, I can't fall asleep during the day. It has to be at night time. And then come the night time, I'll wake up a bit until about 10 o'clock, and then I start between 9 and 10, I start getting groggy. By 10 o'clock I'm drowsy and yawning and ready for sleep. And if I'm still here by 12 o'clock, something's obviously, I didn't do enough exercise apparently at that point. I think time to go up and down. Be the best way to go. Oh, jeez. And we'll go up and down this way because this is the longest point of the field, I think. Yeah. It's close, but I'd say, yeah, about there. You're a night owl for sure. I used to be. I used to be a night owl. Now just the thought of staying up and all night is tiring enough. You know, it's like parents when they watch their kids running around and they go, I don't know where they get the energy from. They're making me tired just watching them. You know, that's how I think of when somebody says, do you want to do an all-nighter? It's like, yeah, I'm all for that. Not. I just the thought of doing that would make me yawn. I tried it once recently, and yeah, didn't go according to plan. But I used to be asleep all day and awake all night, and I used to work nights as well. So you know, there was that side of it. I'd be having my breakfast when everybody else is having their supper, and yawning and falling asleep. And then I'd be having my dinner when everybody else was having their breakfast. You know, it was a strange way of life. And then I wanted to do days because I had this bright idea that, well, all the shops are open during the day, so you want to be able to do shopping. And I regretted doing that because it was like, and why did you want to do shopping? You don't like shopping. You hate shopping. And I do hate shopping. I hate spending money. Did I put the pipe out? I did. Ooh. That is not a way to go. We do not want to be trying to get out like that. Maybe like that, yes. Kai, it's your go, by the way. Keep the headphones in. I think the kids are going to be arguing soon. The younger one doesn't like getting off the computer. Yeah. A grocery app. I will happily go food shopping. That's no problem. Food shopping I can do. No problem. Can do that all day if I had to. But if you turn around and say, you need to get a new pair of jeans or, you know, something like that, it'd be like, yeah, I'll do that another day. Can't be bothered to do that today. And of course tomorrow never comes, and you know, in a week's time it's, did you get yourself a pair of jeans? No. No, I didn't. Why? Do I really need to? Damn, we need that here. Order online and then they bring it out to you. Just honk the horn, or in my case, well, I don't have a bell on my bike either, because I looked at that and I was like, yeah, that's just so childlike and no. I was going to say something else, I won't, but I will keep it to a mature audience. Start the engine, that'd be a good start. Or not a mature audience, but a mixed audience, because I don't think people would appreciate the one what I was about to say. Coffee time. I'm getting there. Coffee time's coming soon. Ordering time's coming soon as well, come to think of it, which I'm just thinking of how do I want to do that. Do I want to phone them up, which I don't have their number, or do I want to just end the stream at that point and then order and sit and watch something on YouTube until the dinner arrives, one or the other. They keep track of you on the map. Wow. Damn. That's organised. Not sure I'd want people tracking me though. That doesn't sound nice. Although theoretically we're being tracked all the time anyway, but to know that you're being tracked, that doesn't sound nice. We have the shopping centre by me. It's literally scattered with cameras everywhere, and you walk in there and you immediately feel like you're being watched. Security guards everywhere. Oh, you can turn it off after you've picked. Okay, that's fine. It just uses the GPS in your phone. Oh. Surveillance state, yeah, definitely. It's, and they want to install more cameras. Awesome. You won't be able to fart without them knowing soon. And they practically can tell you what you had for breakfast these days, probably. So. But they can definitely tell me what I had for breakfast because, you know, when I do go out on a morning, even though I don't eat breakfast, you know, you exercise and so you end up wanting to eat something, and I always end up having a sausage roll in the camera-filled shopping centre with a coffee, and a bunch of people sitting there chewing away and drinking away, and then when somebody goes, can I sit at this table with you? It's, yep, I'm leaving now, regardless if I'm ready to leave or not. It's like, yeah, it's all yours, see ya. I don't do socialising so well outside in you know, in the real world. I can happily talk to myself, clearly, all day. Not that I do. Just a note, only when I'm streaming. What? Huh? The what? You can have your iPad. Of course you can have your iPad. You need the headphones. Yeah. I can tolerate to an extent people around me, but not large numbers. I don't like large numbers of people around me. So I will purposely select cafes and restaurants that aren't busy, or times of days where the time of day where they're not busy to visit them. If I'm going to use them, their services. Other than that, if they're busy, even if there's a seat sitting there, you know, I will happily walk in, buy what I want, but I'll walk straight back out. There you go. Now it's coffee time. Coffee time. That's.
Shut up, dumbass.
the good news is we'll definitely end up with a decent yield or decent profit, as long as we don't get hooks upon trees behind us. As a bird dive bombs into the garden, yeah, big garden, into the canola field. This might take a lot longer than I thought, but then it is a small header. We'll definitely be able to do another pass. Maybe on the way back up we will offload and then continue. We definitely won't end up with a full trailer load, but we will end up with close to. Actually, no, we could end up with a full trailer load. My bad, because this holds. Why is it 1500 or 5500? Something like that, isn't it? So yeah, we could end up with a full trailer load bonus. Let's see, it is 5:15. I said about 5:30 I'd be ordering dinner, so that means in 15 minutes time I'm going to be ending the stream to order food. I've hit the tree again because it's going to be a short stream, but I will perhaps stream again just after I've had something to eat and the kids are in bed. I'm just testing a few things out myself, gain an understanding as to where my best times would lie for certain things. I was actually going to stream earlier today, about like 1 o'clock my time, between 12 and 1, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I got back at 1 and I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. So then it was like, have a coffee, and then I went and done a few things in the garden, and then I came back in and sorted something else out, and then I was like, right, I'm going shop. Whoa, just in the nick of time. I'm going shopping now, and that was it. And this isn't the fully upgraded trailer, so yeah, lovely. Oh, the other thing is I could pause the stream and then order the food, and then, because I order it on my computer, and then come back after. Could do that.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, because it'll only take a matter of minutes really to order the food and then stream until the food arrives. Well, I'll decide. but I will probably jump on Discord in a minute as well, while I've paused the stream, if I'm going to do that, and then so you might hear some of the other members of the Monkey Show talking, which is good because then you haven't got to just listen to me, because apparently I put people to sleep. Awesome. I've had a few people say that now. Your voice is so relaxing, it puts me to sleep. Excellent. So let's go to Discord and load that up and go into recording. There we go. I know Armour was in general, or I know you're in general, Armour, but I would rather be in recording. Should I should actually upgrade this this trailer personally, because I'd rather be taking a lot more than that. Hello.
No,
No. What do you mean no?
I was listening to the stream.
Ah.
I answered the stream before I answered.
You answered the stream.
Yeah. I answered you first through the stream.
Okay. So I'm going to upgrade this and get it up to the 12,000. I thought this was upgraded. Clearly it's not. So how's your back now? Is it starting to, you know?
It's better than the things that hurt is the thing I have for me when I'm turning, because it's going to my armpits.
Ah.
So yeah.
Ciao.
Hard lesson to learn, but at least it's
And now I'm getting some other back problem because I sit too straight. I'm not used to sit this straight, so I'm some other stuff that hurt now.
uh-huh. It's true. You know, it's like I nearly sold it then. That wouldn't have been a good thing. It's like it only costs 2,000 to upgrade. It's 12k bonus. It's like when you're all fine and everything, you ain't gotta wear that anymore. You lie on your back on the floor.
Oh yeah.
I did
I
that. It's good. It's good for you, but wow,
I'd love to do that.
you can feel where the tension is in your back for sure.
Yeah, I like that feeling. I love that feeling.
Mhm.
So, hello, Stardock.
Hi, Stardog.
I love that feeling. So most of the time,
Mhm.
when I feel I have my back is not, I need to stretch my back. I lay on something hard.
Yeah.
But since I start driving a truck and sleep in a truck, that bed is like that all the time. So
But the bed's hard.
it's a truck bed.
It's a truck bed.
The bed is not bigger
Where
than
am
a
I going?
couch. Not a
It's a
small
bit further
couch
down,
for
isn't
two
it?
people.
Mhm.
This is gonna take a while to make feed recommendation because
Yes. No TMRs or TMR mixing stations yet.
nope. And I
Yeah.
have done 110 liters.
And how many cows have you got?
20, 46, 52, 62.
62 cows.
Yeah, and I'm not even half.
Okay. Well, good luck.
And I'm not even I'm using still your bales left for me.
So you
Yeah.
saying that I've given too many bales?
Too few.
Too few. Oh, okay. That's good then, because I ain't giving you any more. Make do with what you've got and go and. But if I gave you enough bales to feed your animals completely with TMR, you wouldn't want to go and mow or do anything. You just sit there and go, yep, make money from the cows. I'll just skip 10 days or 9 days and then I'll start work.
Yeah, but the best thing is you gave me one grass bale.
I gave. Oh yeah, in the harvester, in the baler rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I noticed this is the equipment from your save.
It is.
Because drive control was working. I was jumping, driving away.
Notice he didn't wash any of it either.
No. No, but what?
It
Thank
was-
God.
it-
That you
No, it's washed. It's washed.
Don't swear. Wash.
Mine's not washed.
But it was washed. Everything was washed.
It shouldn't have been washed. It should have been dirty.
Hey,
I mean, what?
monsters.
But then again, you wash your stuff, Armour.
Yeah, I like clean stuff.
No.
Because then if it cleans, I can see if something is broken. But in pharmacy, you cannot see if something is broken.
Precisely. So what's the point in cleaning it? Oh look, it's got a
And
scratch
that's-
there. Let's just wash it off. You know, you don't do that in the real world. Scratch is there regardless how many times you wash it.
Drive it like he stole it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do that. Okay, the maximum have been allowed into the fence posts. Into the cow shed. Because you
So
don't have a nice engine brake anymore in game.
So the question is, what was the problems that you found? Because I've been I've been watching the stream, going,
I have posted it.
you did? Where?
He
Yes.
did it. I see.
Yes.
I missed that one.
I was chatting up too much. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I missed it.
It's not the big problems. One is a water trigger for cows. It's a
Yeah.
big problem. I don't know.
Yeah,
What
I think
the-
he knew about that floating water.
No, it's that is one. But the trigger is
the water
hard to
tank.
find.
The water tank.
The water tank is in the building, but the trigger for the cows to give the water,
Oh,
it's some, I don't know, it's weird.
It's a little
Okay.
close. Yeah.
No, not
Maybe
close. For
it's-
me, it's the opposite.
Oh,
Okay.
really? I had
Because
to pull
it's-
right up on top of. Oh, I was talking about Maypole. Never mind.
I play. First, I thought it was because I used a modded water tanker. I thought it was that thing, but I had sheep and pulled up to the sheep.
Jesus,
That one
it's
worked
almost
perfectly.
full.
So I think this the trigger for cows and texture for the hay in the cow shed is floating.
Well, I already
And
knew
the wa-
about that. The straw was
Yeah.
floating.
And the water tank is in the building.
But
Most
that-
stuff.
Yeah, because I didn't reposition that or the lime station.
The lime is perfect.
But the water tank, I was looking at taking the trigger out and then putting the taps in, or the hose system.
And you don't have any wall fence at the water trigger for the cows.
That's because it's meant to be a gate that's there. That wherever there's an opening at the cows, it's meant to be a gate.
I have pretty good cows.
I have they're really, really well behaved cows. They don't like to try and escape. They know where their master lives and where the food is. You know, they're really well behaved. Everything is now got. I'm just waiting on delivery of your SSD. Okay, cool.
This is from Beavis from Beavis was ordered his new PC yesterday.
He did.
Yeah, or his first PC.
His first piece. Oh, because he was on a Mac.
Yeah, and I have problem with like the normal my games and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Takes forever to load. So I'll put the. I'm gonna switch SSDs, hard space, and SSDs and motherboard. That's the only thing I'm gonna switch now. Everything is that, but have a good processor, good cooling, good graphics card, and good RAM.
Mhm. What's wrong with your motherboard?
I broke the USB 4 ports.
Oh, you can
So-
buy a board, you know, extension.
Yeah, but the pins into the board is broken.
Heavy-handed.
What's more? A different case, so I'm thinking too. And I don't like this motherboard. It's crap.
Hi, Bert.
I'm going back to my Asus motherboard.
Are we having fun yet? I'm having fun. Are you having fun? Armour's having fun because just the thought of spending money on a new rig, and
Oh
and-
no, not anymore. I live alone in a house.
He's grown up a little since we first met him. He's now got commitments. And what about yourself, Stardog? You having fun?
I am having fun, yeah. Just love the world we live in nowadays.
There we go. We're all having fun. It's a beautiful world.
I'm having to send e-cards to the people whose work I inspect who did their jobs correctly last month. Their paychecks aren't congratulations enough for doing their jobs. They need little e-cards now from us saying, "Hey, great job. You did your job."
That's fun. What are you working as?
So,
I'm a quality regulatory compliance review. I review testing field data from instruments in like hospitals and labs and stuff like that.
Ooh,
that we
sounds fun.
repair.
so in other words,
Don't hire startup.
no, don't hire Starberdog. Just don't annoy him because Saw might actually become a real thing for the machines.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Automated labs.
Yeah.
All a part of the plan.
E-cards. Wow.
Yeah. These aren't kids either. These are professionals.
Mhm.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
just
Like,
thinking of like
grown
when
adults.
my son came out of school and did you get, I can't remember what it was called, because they get an award at the end of the week if they've achieved above expectations, and which is, you know, anything from their reading has improved far better than anybody else's in the class, or their writing has drastically improved, etc., spelling, so they'll get what they call the star of the week. And today he was coming out of school and he was like, and I'm just going to use smiley face as the example as to this award thing they use meant to have got, and it's did you get my smiley face? And it's like, what smiley face? The letter you gave me a letter yesterday. What letter we're talking about? He goes, I gave you a letter yesterday with that letter, and you have to sign that because I've been really good, and you need to sign it. It's like, so I need to assign a letter to acknowledge that you've been really good at school. And he was like, yeah. What?
Those aren't even the letters you have to sign.
It just doesn't make sense. It's like, damn.
Roy, can you increase the cows in the field
Can
in
you?
the cluster?
No, you can't.
How many you can see?
No, you can't. They've took that out.
Yeah. Okay, this is good.
But don't
Answers.
forget, you have only got, what was it, 60 something. The more cows you have, the more you will see. But let's say when you
Yeah.
get past a certain point,
I
it'll
see.
be like every 10 cows will become one physical.
Yeah, I see 10 cows.
Yeah, so once you buy more cows, you'll have a lot more cows roaming around.
I see more sheep. And I think I see almost sheep almost.
Mm-hmm. So for argument's sake, we're going to say it's like a 5-to-1 ratio, something like that. 5 cows for every physical cow that you'll see.
I'm gonna round off hay bales there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, Doug.
Hey, Moondog.
Hello.
It's not your. You haven't done anything wrong. It's not your fault, Moondog.
Yeah.
I know it's not
Yeah.
Stardog's fault.
Well, nothing's happened. Nothing's gone wrong yet.
No,
Yeah.
something has. It's his
Wait.
fault.
Okay.
Game initialization failed. Height map too large. Number of pixels must not exceed 16M.
It's transport fever. You still having problems? And that's without mods in your mods folder.
I took in. I moved mods from use.
Yeah, try taking all of the mods out and just have the map in the mods folder, and see what happens then.
I don't want to take the time to do like 80 mods.
Yeah.
Well,
I got
sometimes.
like 90 in mine. It works. I don't know. I wish I could help you. Did you do like an integrity file check on it, maybe? See if you're got a corrupt file?
I don't know why. I can jump into any other map and run.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you re-download the map in case it just didn't download the first time properly?
Yeah, that's possible. Could be just
No, I have not done that.
a messed up download on that mod. But you said you tried other 7K or 6K large maps.
I've tried, yeah, the EW one, the 2 Ohio ones.
Can it be like this? You maybe did the increasing the biomes before early. Maybe need to download the mod before. You're not reading.
I did the mod before.
It's weird.
I've had that 6K map in my folder for a long time, not able to use it.
Yeah, and it's such an easy edit too. It's just like one word you change, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's hard
And I've
to
gone,
really mess it up.
yeah, I've gone back and checked that, and then I've gone down and scrolled through to see if there's anything else that goes with that height map thing, and it's not. Alright, I can make hash out of potatoes in another way. And the whole time I can keep going. Well, it's Stardog's fault.
You have to have
Something-
somebody to blame, don't we?
Now you blame me, so
Oh, that's
it's
true.
not me anymore. It's not me anymore.
No, you have to understand, it's always Roy's fault.
See, see, back at you, Moondog. Back at you.
But right,
Mhm.
it's always you. Somehow it's always you and me in some game.
Yeah.
No, Armor, I never blame you for anything.
Yes, you do.
I blame you for when you wreck into me uncontrollably. I do that.
Wreck you.
You
There's
see,
been a few Project Hard wrecks where you were involved.
Yeah, you mean wreck like that?
No, I mean Project Cars.
Yeah, but wreck. You can do different wrecks.
you see, something like Wreckfest. If Moondog's ahead of me, you know for a fact. If I will try and pass Moondog without hitting him, but if I feel that there's no way, I will wreck him to get past.
Ooh, we tried to. Last time we played, he tried to take me out.
Mhm. Well, he did the same to me, so I hit him back. You know, that's what you do in
Yeah,
Wreckfest.
but I tried. He's a bit faster.
In other words, Moondog, you're too fast. You need to slow down so my armor can hit you.
I'll slam on the brakes, that's fine. I'm knowing you know.
You're going to use brakes.
I will use brakes, emergency brake, anchor, wall, whatever to slow down fast enough for 'em.
Yeah, I would delete that map and the other big maps and re-download them because that some errors like that I see people talking about the map Lua or the mod Lua file
Yeah, I'm
issue. Might
trying to go
be.
through, find them.
If you've had them for a while, it may be that they didn't update and the game updated, so it's got like an old version.
Yeah. But see, I'm on page 1. I have 30 showing. I have 169 mods. Sorry.
See, I know you got more than I do.
Some of them are just paint skins, though.
Yeah, most of mine are.
You know, when I was on about you can remove the mods, I didn't mean unsubscribe from them. I meant just move them out of the folder altogether. Because
Yeah, but go on.
I was going to say, it shouldn't re-download those mods unless Transport Fever works differently to the other games. But normally, like Armour, the game, not the person. Normally, you know, I will remove a mod from the mods folder for the game, and then to test it, and then it'll be put the other mods back in. It doesn't download the mods that I was subscribed to.
Yeah. No, I'm just unsubscribing to those maps.
Hmm.
I think that is in Arma, right? Because Arma is different in modding.
And it does work without those mods there. It's just that those
Those
two
maps.
maps
Okay.
won't load, so it's
Yeah. And is there another version of those maps? Did he do another version? And just instead of overwriting the version that you had, uploaded an actual new version? Have you tried clicking on his name from the Steam page and seeing if he's done another version of that
Maybe
map?
Stardog have a different map.
Yeah.
no, it's possible, but that's why I'm just
Right, I'm
install-
going to
'cause-
pause my stream and then go and order. They are. And
They're parked right behind the pillar.
resuming. Well,
I'm not complaining because I switched telehandler to the Incredible Mesh one
hmm
that have the rotating one on it.
yeah. Well, that's because
But-
I haven't put the bales in prop. They was placed in for the
Yeah, no,
previous sheds, but they need to be repositioned.
You have more silage than straw and hay.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I hope Anno 1800 is good.
Yeah, definitely.
I love Anno games.
Yep. Well, I like the tall ship Anno games. The futuristic ones I wasn't so keen on.
Yeah, yeah. 1404 and 1701 are great.
Yeah. and
If you don't have 1404, it's on sale right now too. Cheap.
Uh-oh.
On Steam, it's not called Anno 14, it's Dawn of Discovery.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Still one of the best city builder games, I think.
I never get the hang of building games.
Relaxing.
Yep.
Relaxing, so something.
I do.
Or ETS. Or ETS.
I would rather play a building game, especially if it's got strategy built within it, like Factorial.
Shut up, would you?
Yeah. Oh, man,
Ow.
Right now, this is relaxing because I'm going up and down the damn mountain. To the page and out the cap. All thing I do.
So in 15 minutes, when somebody goes, "Where are you going, Armour?" you can go, "I'm going up the mountain again."
One thing, I started to see grass in the feeding frost. It started to come up now.
You've actually got to a level where okay.
I'm
I'm
100,
100
173,000 weeks.
and how full is your bar?
Half now.
Okay, so 103, so 206,000 should be
I
your
think I
thereabouts.
Yeah, but I have grass and hay and straw left after that.
Mm-hmm.
So they did announce open beta for 1800 starting April 12th, which is like 4 days before release. So
Okay.
cool. Check it out for free, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the streams I watched, though, the performance looked really terrible. I don't know if it's just because it was beta or...
Yeah.
Anything? It's new game coming out called Anything.
Called Anything?
Yeah.
The Anything game?
Yeah. But it's nothing for you because
Well, I would ask what it's about, but it's pointless doing now, isn't it?
Could be about
It's
anything.
Yeah.
no, it's a.
It actually has something that it's about. Well, it can't be called the Anything game then.
Specifically anything.
It's like Destiny.
Destiny.
The game.
Destiny sucks.
Destiny is fun.
My son likes it. It sucks.
My
Anything
son
he
loves it
likes
too.
and wants me to stream, I just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's like Fate, if you believe in fate. You know,
Fate is a game.
it can suck. Well,
That
I'm not about.
conversation was like, yeah, Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty is the best shooter ever made, and then I just roll my eyes and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
thing also, I was close now to buy Call of Duty Black Ops so free,
Yeah.
but this because I'm bored right now, so I get real bored.
Well, you got farming, so enjoy.
I have Call of Duty on the PlayStation. I haven't picked it up. I even haven't thought of picking it up since I had 12-year-olds sitting at the spawn point going, "I killed your ass! I killed your ass!"
Yeah, I just tell them, take your gold-plated AK-47 and have fun.
Yeah.
I played it on
Carry.
Xbox when I played it.
"You motherfucker! I kill your ass!" I'm like, "What are you, 6? 7? Fuck you!" All right, time to leave.
You're not allowed to play this game. It's an 18+ game.
Yeah, tell the 7-year-olds that.
I'm not
I
gonna say
kill your
anything
ass! Fuck you!
I'm not gonna say anything right now because I was not 18 when I played it. So.
Somebody released a little old-school John Deere combine today. That's cool. 8820.
Yep, I got more hours in this map and have gone on total every map I played review on now.
You have?
I got 1 hour only to setting it up, selling equipment.
That's why
I sold equipment. I bought equipment. I sold equipment because I didn't like some equipment.
Oh, I
So I
thought you were
switched
just
it.
selling equipment.
I did that as well. I sold. I think I kept the case, the John Deere, the JCB, Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't remember now.
The styro, I take it you sold, because that's pretty much
Yeah.
useless.
Keep the combine. I sold the maneuver and liquid spreader, bought 2 different new ones. I sold the teller and switched that out. Bought in one more field. Sold 3 fields.
So you didn't bring in one more field, you sold 3 fields and bought 1 field.
I bought this field 17, the big one. So
Hmm.
I didn't like 45, 44 and
Yeah.
27 up. It was too far away.
Well, the reason that you started off with 45 and 40, 44, 45, or whatever they are, it was because you was given the grass field up there, and it was like, well, I may as well give you 2 other fields up there to make it reason to
Yeah.
go up there.
And I understand why, but wait,
Social engineering in farming sim.
if you give the cows mixed ration, you
Hmm.
don't need to give them
Nope.
hay and silage.
No. If you just give them TMR, that's all they will need. You don't need to do anything else.
Nice, because my cows is 100%.
Uh-huh.
99%. For the same sheep, so I think it's glitchier.
You're looking at, is Amazon good? I use Amazon all the time. Amazon's good. Hmm. Amazon.
Streaming again?
Yeah, I'm back. Because I'd paused it while I ordered food, and then unpaused.
Oh, okay.
I
So
can't
there's a-
answer.
There's a 4K map called Grand Canyon. Nothing goes through the freaking Grand Canyon. There's no trains down through all that. Why? Because it's the Grand Canyon. It's difficult to put stuff through. What are you gonna do? Put a truck route down through the middle of the Grand Canyon?
Why not? I've flown through the Grand Canyon.
There's a difference. They actually do that. They don't drive trucks down through the middle of the Grand Canyon.
I've flown a 747 through the Grand Canyon.
Well, it's big enough you can do that. So
We was on the server one day, and it was like, do you want to go for a fly? And I was in a 747, and the other guys was in Learjets and that, and it was okay. And it was we'll just go sightseeing, and we ended up at the Grand Canyon, and it was let's see how good of a pilot you are, and let's see if you can fly through here. And it's like, okay, if I crash, it's your fault. And none of us crashed, and we flew all the way through the Grand Canyon. It was close, but we got there in the end.
Nice.
how slow did you drop the plane speed down to?
Oh, I was flying at just above stall speed.
Yeah. Huh? Okay. It was just more or less the size that weaving it through there, not so much the speed in which.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Took a fighter jet through there as well. I didn't slow down for that one. I did land it on the side of the mountain. That was fun.
Of course, you landed on the side of the mountain.
With landing gears up and down.
With landing gears down. No, sorry, there was up. Let's just say it was unintentional. Yeah,
He
it
didn't
was.
stop. Landed it.
It was
It
an
didn't move from
it was
the
an
spot.
emergency landing.
Right, you did the moondog.
He,
I
he
did
didn't
the
even
moon.
pull the ripcord
No.
to jump out of the darn thing.
Yeah, exactly. It was. There was no announcement to say, what was going to happen. It was just round the corner. Oops, may have
Hey,
took that one a bit.
Come on.
There's a reason why planes that do fly down through there are propeller driven.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I think one of I wish if I could find the person who did the recording, but there was a guy who actually recorded us all flying through there in our 747s and the Learjets and everything. And one guy took the Anov 225 or whatever it is, the big Russian one that carries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He took that, but he wasn't flying completely inside the canyon. He was flying with just the body inside the canyon and his wings out above, and skimming the surface.
But
'Cause-
still, skimming the surface is
Uh-huh.
with engines.
Yeah,
Oh God.
and he did well. But then again, he can land. He only flew that plane. He wouldn't fly anything else, and he landed that at Inbrooks many times, perfectly every time, and
What
took
sim you
off.
talking about?
FSX.
I haven't flown in a while.
That's a good landing to drop something like that big in Innsbruck if you're coming in from, what is it, the east, over the mountains.
Yeah.
Straight in, and you got to drop down.
Yeah, we flew in through over the town and dropped down. So you'd
Pretty much do only bush flying. And, well, it's
Well, this-
Prepare 3D now. I upgraded to Prepare 3D.
It's not like I looked when I was in Stockholm studying. We have I know we have an airport up there in Stockholm. Yeah, I didn't know we had one in the middle of the city. A big one, but okay.
Yeah, well, there's that one that's that airport that's in the city, and it's got barriers that have to close to allow planes to land.
In Stockholm.
Is that in Stockholm? No,
I
that
don't
isn't
think
in
so.
Stockholm. No,
There's
that's,
a couple odd ones that are similar, like that. There's one southern Spain that's got an island off of it. You got to curl around and land. You only land coming in one way, no matter what the wind is, because there's a mountain literally on the other side of the runway, and that's the only way they can do it. And you circle around the island mountain to get in and line up on it. So then there's the one in the Bahamas where they runway's right at the edge of the water, and everyone is between the water, the road, and then the end of the runway, just so that they can get the backsplash and the salt driven through their eyeballs. 'Cause, you know, that would be fun. Okay,
Like I said-
so if I do Europe 6K, which ones do you have there off the top of your head?
I've got my favorite one. It's called the Rust Belt. I'm not
That,
sure 6K or 5K or 7K what it is, but there's one with industry and one without.
yeah, I've got that.
Got the Ohio River Valley, no industry, and with industry 6K. I got Wales and surrounding areas with and without. England and Wales 7K.
I'm gonna have
Leonard ones, that's the one I was looking
hay bales left here.
There's a
Hi,
couple
Winnie.
others, too.
I don't know yet.
God done.
I just got over 200,000, so
There's one
And
called
I
the
have-
Divide.
see, one full row stack and 3, so what's it? 6, 9, 11 left right now.
nice.
But I need more straw. That's something.
There's an 8K by 4K, Great Lakes North and Great Lakes South. I have both of those.
Straw is a bit harder, but I messed up the first mix and how to do mixture, and so I have 8,000 on the ground as well. So
And the Flying Scotsman, I have that. That's really cool.
I never do mix Russian like this. I do it like in the mixing station. So this is a bit different for me. Like I said, this much. If I had the massey teller you gave me, given. This is gonna take longer because you need to be very good at maneuvering then. for the straw bales. You can't take them from the back out because they are not in the shed. They're outside the shed.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to do that, so I switched to lender. So I did it easier, but still harder. Because I cannot reach to the too high bales. And I tested that sign mode from Realism.
Mm-hmm.
There's you got 100,000 every hour from the government.
That's crap.
Yeah, I think it was every hour, but because I sold it, I took it away. I had it for
I mean, that's
1 hour.
just... What's the point in
That's-
playing?
Yeah, that's why I took it away.
Hey, look, Ma, I beat Farm Sim.
No, you didn't. You
You
lied.
can't beat Farm Sim.
Well, that's what the kids think you can, so they want to be able to cheat because they want their big equipment because they can beat Farm Sim then. Look, Ma, I got the best combine, so I beat Farm Sim.
The best thing is with Farm Sim now in 19,
Mm-hmm.
when you cheat money in, I did I think a lot of money for for mod test map only.
See, I don't...
Yeah. Yeah,
When-
but I test different mods.
Mhm.
So tracking mods. So the best thing is in the 17 you got all the numbers. You can get the whole on top with money only. In 19 you get to a certain point and then it's gonna say 9999999.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have the money.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that because I haven't got to the point where I've got 9999999. I haven't got
No.
to the point where I've got like more than 9 million, and that's because of cheating in 10 million for testing. And then it's like the save game gets deleted as soon as I'm happy with what I've tested.
Yeah, but you're testing. I'm testing a lot of different mods, so
Mm-hmm. But
that's
you know,
different.
it's like when somebody goes, I beat the map, I'm moving to the next map. It's like, no, you didn't beat the map because did you own every field? No. Did you own everything on the map? No. Then you didn't beat the map.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm going.
Am I up to
That's
that?
right.
Am I up to 150 now? Awesome. Thank you, Rory.
250.
Up to 150 subs. Nice.
Very nice.
Hey, good job.
Thank you. Now Moondog's going to
Well,
unsubscribe.
Would I do that to you? Just no. So someone will subscribe just to bump it up, anyways.
Mhm.
And that's just mean-hearted. I was just going to say because you've got 150, you're going to throw some kind of special party now and invite everyone out to McDonald's.
In England, pay for plane tickets. Everything else.
He means
He got
specifically,
it.
am I going to buy Moondog a McDonald's? That's what
Well,
he
if-
means by that.
The best thing is if you take all conversations with Moondog, me, and Roy, and Stardog was here as well. Roy is in the government in England, so
Why do you have to tell people that? I mean, jeez, it's meant to be a secret.
Moondog already revealed on the stream, so
Why did you tell that people, Moondog?
You were there, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like it's a surprise now.
it's your stream, Roy.
I know,
Green,
that's
you're
the
putting, like,
problem.
the address out there, Buckingham, Buckingham Lane. Is this Buckingham Lane?
007.
007. No, he was so overrated.
No.
It's
Roy is
009.
not a 00.
Oh, I'm
No.
not.
No. No. Roy's too nice to be a 00.
I'm too nice to be a 00. Oh, okay. Why am I then?
You're the
Might
guy
be
that
000, but
Oh, triple
You're
O?
one of the guys that stands there with a fuzzy hat on in front of the palace when you're not streaming.
yeah, probably. That's because you know he can be nice and calm for a long period of time, and then all of a sudden breaks like crazy, and everyone dies. So
Hang on,
And they can,
you are not going to harvest corn with that header. That's just
and the
not.
best thing is he can ignore people pretty good as well.
You wedgie!
I can annoy people.
yeah, you
Ignore.
can. You can just sit there and annoy people, and then what do? The little things that annoy everyone. There's a new version of the map out today. Like,
Hey, did you fold those things up on the front of that?
No, I dropped it on the floor.
What?
Yeah, but it's a canola head now on the front.
Oh,
I'm going to get the header for the canola.
The
they're
can
separated. I didn't realize that.
no
I never.
I can
Not for
the
the canola, for the corn rather.
corn and canola. But the thing in front that Roy had in front is knives are sharper. The canola is one of the hardest thing to harvest. So the knives are sharper, and you see he has knives going up. Was as well the red things.
Yeah.
That is nice as well.
Yeah, it didn't stick out so far either. Get it caught on everything.
You can use your mouse mouse to lift that up though, can't you? To change the angle of that. Is it?
Not the yellow things that
Oh, okay.
get the crops in to the header.
It's like wheat guides, or I don't know what they're called.
I don't really know what they call in Swedish show. And I'm a farmer.
I don't feel so bad then.
But I never harvest in. Never. I always drive the tractor and trailer.
How long can you go without blinking? What? No, that's a genuine question. How long can you go without blinking?
Not far.
Right about until the time the ice gets too dry and make me blink.
No. Time-wise, not.
Time-wise,
Yeah. How long do you think?
I don't know. How long is the Project Cars race while I'm trying to catch you?
Ah, okay.
Never.
I tend to blink, very slowly
But
once I'm trying to catch you,
In,
or I'm
yeah,
slowly losing you,
I-
whichever one it is at that point.
I can say, in racing, you don't blink often.
Oh,
Even I can say that. And I'm not good at racing. Okay, not tarmac racing.
Yeah. I don't blink very often at all. Even in farm sim.
yeah, because there may be a breaking point. He doesn't want to go there. It's not so much so that he misses it so he breaks, it's so that he knows when he should have braked.
Yeah. Learn from your mistakes. If you blink, you miss them couple of, hundredths of a second because of that blink. So you hold your stare and you just go with it.
And for practice, he sits around the house with toothpicks in his eyelids to keep them open.
No, he doesn't do that. That's just a bit extreme.
I want to see Roy brake on the bike.
Use his
Oh,
needles
like he's
instead.
brave.
That way you guaranteed he isn't going to blink.
How late you're braking with the bike.
How
He
late do
doesn't
I
brake on
brake?
a bicycle. Oh.
How
Pedal
late?
bike, he doesn't brake.
How late do I brake on a bike? Late.
He does. If you look at his pedal bike, there are no brakes on it.
Are you locking your wheels?
Oh yeah, the wheels definitely lock. I mean, when I brake, everybody locks. It's like it's all lock. The back wheels. In fact, I've had the bike. How long have I had the bike now? Just a few months. It's the second tire already on the back wheel. I've
What
already
the
gone
heck?
through. I've already gone through one tire. It's had a hole in the, and I don't keep the brake locked. I will lock it, then unlock it, and lock it, and I'll keep doing that so it doesn't flat spot one part. But yeah, I had eventually there was a hole that appeared, and it was like, yeah, time for a new tire.
ABS braking.
See how he. But ABS braking does not stop him well enough, so he.
No,
It's
but you know what I mean.
It's disc brakes.
But a base braking is you pulse brake.
In fact, the disc brakes
You-
are crap. I don't know what the big hype was about them. You know, the front is disc, the back is pad, and the backs. I prefer the back.
I have car brakes.
The front are disc,
Mhm.
and that would technically add more braking to it,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means that you're going to fly over the handlebars a whole lot easier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like. I don't like the physics of that. Two, probably prefer the disc to be on the back, but they probably can't put it on the back with as much with the gears and all that there.
No, they can. It's just they, because I could have bought the bike with full disc brake, front and rear, or just front disc brake, and I didn't see the other one. And if I had, I'd have bought the one with disc brake, front and rear.
I have disc brake back and front and back,
Mhm.
and but I have like on the car. I need to bleed brakes.
I'd be fucked then, wouldn't I?
I have brake fluid in my brakes. They are damn good.
You know, when you run out of pad, your shoe is really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But the thing is, I noticed with the problem with these brakes, my brakes, you don't have it in back. You didn't have disc in back.
No, I don't have
You
disc.
No, then you don't have the problem
Mhm.
I
Well-
got into. I got fluid on my brakes,
Mhm.
brake disc, and yeah, fluid and disc brakes equal 0 brake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, just like oil in your brakes. 0 brakes, as someone found out once when he rode past me and pulled his brake and it squeaked. I went, your brakes need oiling. So he did. Yeah, good luck with that one.
that was.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you guys think he's a nice guy. Nuh-uh.
No, literally pulled out a tin of oil and oiled his brakes, and I'm not lying. It's like, who carries oil with them? That was why I was left puzzled. Who carries oil with them on a push bike?
Like the guy.
You know, a can of WD-40, yeah, okay, I could live with that, but oil? and he literally
maybe-
oiled his brakes.
No,
It's
no.
like,
Maybe he was
wow.
doing the fact that the chain was stiff and he was oiling it every once in a while. You know,
Mhm.
he needed to work on it. He had the oil. That's why he had the oil.
Maybe.
By
Be
the
right
way,
back.
food's here.
yeah, they're always quiet.
What's for supper?
Chicken kebabs.
I didn't know because he muted for once when I ordered food.
We
And
can
that-
ask, but my hedge bet is on chicken kebabs.
And I think the kids soup as normal. No, he muted
So
when the kids.
So is that little header on the New Holland, does this switch to that canola header automatically when you start doing canola?
Yeah.
You can tell how much I've harvested canola in it.
In was the class back in 17. You had different combines. You can customize all how much you want. In the header, you can even customize the header in there.
I have a class pack for 19. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I have also one as well, but it's not the
US
same.
version and European version.
I don't have that. I have 7 class 76, 77, 78 versions.
Yeah.
But it's not that one. I use this same in. I'll have more configured. 17.
So we have a hedge bet here. Chicken kebabs?
Chicken kebab, yeah.
Nice.
Nailed it.
And the kids soup.
No, chicken kebabs.
What for everyone?
Yeah.
You need to just rely on the fact that Moondog knows what Roy's eating because we eat similarly.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the kids
Yeah.
often order something weird.
No,
Like soup.
no, they always have chicken kebab or pizza. We had soup once, and it came, and it was basically like somebody made a drink and just dropped some lumps of veg in, and that was his veg soup. And he looked at it and he went, "I ain't having that." I was like, "Well, it's a good job I bought you an extra kebab then, isn't it?" Or I bought an extra kebab.
You know.
I knew. I like soup, but not from a restaurant. not Chinese or pizza place. Well, pizza places
Chinese
don't
place
do
down the
them.
road has great hot sour soup.
Soup
Love it.
needs to be. If I'm gonna eat soup, and that is hard, then the soup needs to be a meat soup with big meats.
Okay.
Okay, so
Chunky meat soup.
I'm doing the test here, and this thing dies again. It is definitely
Stardog.
Stardog's fault. If it loads, it's then Roy's fault because
Roy was not here
it's just Roy's
yesterday.
fault. Yeah.
No, Roy wasn't here to explain to honest of it.
Well, no, it'll be Roy's fault because now I'll play this instead of going to freaking work. I don't have any chicken kebabs with me, so
But we can get you to work
You see,
the hard way.
you can go and buy a chicken kebab.
No, I cannot leave my damn house.
I was talking to Moondog. You could order one.
Yeah, no.
Right.
No,
You can't order one.
I live on a damn island.
Still
You
failed.
don't have a
Yeah.
You don't have a the kebab shop on your island.
At 20 minutes in near city.
Jeez.
And we have one place to drive out.
They need to buy a plane then, don't they, so they can deliver it to you, or a helicopter, one or the other.
The only thing I can think of at this point is uninstall the game and reinstall it.
Damn.
Hate that.
probably
That's-
hap-
That's put me off on living on an island now.
I live on a bridge. I have a bridge still.
You live on a bridge.
Yeah, no, I have a bridge to the island, so.
Okay.
Delete that Lua file you edited and do an integrity check and it'll replace it. And then edit it again. I don't know what else to try.
I know. Throw your PC out through the window.
Perfect thing for you to do, Moondog. Alt
Yeah,
F,
2 pieces.
Alt F4,
Mundo,
or hit the
Yeah,
big,
Moondog got
hit the
the-
big
No,
red
I
button on the
actually-
front, or just uninstall it and be done with it. I'm happy. I'm not playing Transport Fever anymore. I beat the game. I got past the 266 hours in the game. Never got past the loading screen.
Well, I'm sorry. I have gotten past the loading screen.
Not loading the map up. You haven't.
Not that one. No.
That's the important one.
we can do this. I can install the Transport Fever and see if it works for me. Now the hard part is. How the heck? I'm gonna get the silage bales.
What do you mean? How are you going to get the silage bales? They're all leaning on each other.
No, they're right behind the pillar.
Oh. Cut some trees down. I'm gonna come from the other direction.
It's a shed.
Yeah.
In the shed.
Oh, it's got a side on, hasn't it? That one. Never mind.
Yeah.
Come from behind.
Can't because I have other bales there.
Okay.
Hit the lift anything mod and go hand deliver it.
Knock all the bales over, and then just you're fine. You don't need to worry.
It works. It's a tight squeeze, but it works. We have 3 hay bales left. And 2 straw bales.
There we go. For 60 cows, or 60-ish cows,
62.
62 cows.
Now you gotta start working.
I need hay bales more. Silage bales I also need to do it in a while. Not even. I have 6. I have 4 fully stacks left. Oh, silent. Och jag hade oven. Pizza.
Pizza? Nah, you're okay. I'd rather have chicken kebabs. Just give me
Yeah.
chicken. Just chicken on its own, that'll do. I'll eat chicken all day.
Ooh, same here.
Which one of us here have all had the Commodore 64?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
and the
And
VIC
the
20
Commodore
prior to
VIC
that,
You.
and the
'Cause
TI
I-
994A, Texas Instruments.
I had found this gentleman that had the history of the Commodore history, from the Commodore PET to the VIC 20, the 64, and then like the Pulse 4 and the C128 and stuff like that.
That's cool.
It's interesting. He has the full history with it, and like the original machines in his care to like open and look at and stuff. The
Yeah,
original
man.
box that it came in. You know.
16K of RAM on board, dude. What more could you ever use?
Hey, the VIC 20 did not have 20K of RAM. It had 3.5.
Stop talking about that stuff I don't know about stuff I don't.
I remember when I built my first PC, 386 DX, and I thought, a 20 megabyte hard drive. How could I possibly ever need more than 20 megabytes on a hard drive?
You know that that map you just loaded?
Yeah. I know, right? My phone's got 10 times that. 50
My phone
times.
has 100 gigs memory.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
That's-
even know how much I have.
Well, it also works off the cloud. It's got stuff sitting on the cloud that you don't realize it's there. But yeah, it's
No, this is the OnePlus.
no. But that's part of the reason it has it is because it actually accesses the cloud for general saving on some stuff.
Yeah, the OnePlus was one of because we don't have the external memory card.
That's
In
why
my-
it accesses like a cloud memory.
I don't know. I have a lot of memory.
You'll
No.
never use. Yeah, and that's
No.
what we're saying. The VIC 20 wasn't much more than a freaking calculator.
Yeah.
My
It had-
You should stream Farming Sim C64 someday.
it's was
It's out there. You can. They've made it available DLC actually.
They do.
Well, the guy was showing some of the games that you could play on the 64 at the time, and I'm like, yeah, played that one. Yeah, played that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, played that one.
I had no
And-
idea Farming Sim was on Commodore 64.
Well, I even did this. Damn, I want to play that one again.
Yep.
It's like, oh crap.
I don't like this.
I bet the
Maybe.
Commodore 64 version has better bail physics too.
Probably because it has very little physics to begin with.
But I guess the bale physics in 19 is a lot better than 17. Something improve every year.
So they say.
Hang on. The bale physics are better than in 17. Says the person who breaks all the bales.
Okay. Yeah, but lifting bales, stuff like
Oh.
that.
Okay.
Not making bales, because yeah, that is the worst.
Yeah, but you broke them without just unloading them as well.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't.
You did.
David did as well.
Yeah. But you did it first. David broke the trailer, in fact. Got it stuck underneath that
Yeah.
shed for a period of time.
And he made the tires flat.
Uh-huh.
That is something, make tires flat.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Then you're good.
Huh.
It's only you me now how we did it, so.
Oh.
Or the streams.
It's one kebab down. Next.
He does it just loud enough so that you realize That is definitely a kebab down, and you didn't get any of it.
You need to move to England to live near Roy.
No, don't do that. Fuck, I'd never have any money. All I hear is, what's for dinner? You ordering kebab? Oh, fuck. You know, this shop here sells kebabs. Did you know it was there? I do now.
Would you really believe that I would not?
No.
I would assume that I would, be invited
key?
over. We've all been invited over. You're invited to my house now.
I am. You going to pay for
Yeah.
the fucking plane ticket?
But
No,
Roy,
I
you
said
did-
you're invited. I'm not flying you.
But Roy, you did like
Dog's
to fly.
invited. Draco's invited.
Okay.
Roy doesn't like to
Drive.
fly, so.
I can
Actually-
drive over.
Yeah, it's a short drive for Stardog, only 1.5 hours.
Oh, fuck.
What is it, 11 hours?
I used to go to Columbus all the time for the Air Museum. Love that place.
Did you say 11 hours?
Outside of Dayton.
Yeah, they.
What's your favourite takeaway, Stardog?
Well, I don't eat and takeaway anymore, but when I did, it was probably pork fried rice and egg roll.
Oh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to decide, is it the
All 900 carbs of it.
I like how if Starro has 11 hours with car,
7.5?
7.
Maybe
Because-
10 coming the rest of the way up from Dayton. Draco has about an 8-hour drive. Zig has closer to that 9-hour to 10-hour drive.
Yeah, you don't done that much more than me with the plane. A 12
Oh.
hours flight.
Well, yeah, but then you still have an hour and a half drive, unless
Me drive.
yeah. If you fly from there to here, the airport that you would get into, and then transfer and get to the closer airport, you still have about an hour drive to get here.
No.
Plus, you're going back.
He wouldn't be
Yeah.
driving, you'd be driving. You'd be picking him
Yeah,
up,
I
right?
ain't picking them up.
Because
No,
I
ain't
cannot drive.
picking you up. I'll tell you what to tell the taxi driver to get here.
Mm. Moondog said he'd pay. There we
Yeah,
go.
I did not say that.
I take you Uber then.
Invited. Invited and
Take-
paid are two different things.
Take you Uber. Uber is more expensive.
Sorry, I've got selective hearing. Did you say that you'd pay? You're
No.
inviting us and you pay? Okay.
Selective hearing, yeah.
No, we do-
Selective-
right.
I will shoot you now if the bill shows up. Okay.
Right, we do this. We ask his wife instead.
Mm-hmm.
She's
gonna say
the
yes.
same. No, she won't. I get enough of you with telling everything with these monkey guys.
These monkey guys.
What's the wrong? You pay.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, but the thing is, a plane ticket
I'll
for me.
send you a check.
Yeah, but here the best thing is, I think the plane ticket is not going to be that expensive because it's not hotel in. It's only to fly over there and back. Maybe.
Bring it, sleep in his
Wait a
front
minute.
yard.
What makes you think you're getting a hotel?
No, he's invited us over, Armus. That means we get to stay the night.
Yeah,
There's no hotel.
yeah, but then we don't need to pay the hotel.
But there is
So-
priority. The bedroom goes to BP. Oh, the room goes to Roy. Then it starts going down the list. I mean, you may end up sleeping with Dan outside on the porch. Okay.
Hang on. You do realise, if I come to your house, I'm bringing 2 kids.
That's why you get the room.
You get the room, they get the porch.
Ah, okay.
I suggest the back porch.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to be on the front porch, no.
No, the front
What?
porch, you might get asked, hey, you got a hit?
Mm-hmm.
But I do this.
No, but would you like one?
But I can take your truck, sleep in your truck.
The bed of the truck, fine. The porch will be under more cover, though.
But I mean the back seat.
There is no back seat in the truck.
Damn it.
There's the bed of the truck, or there
You
is.
don't have a big truck. Big.
I don't need seats in the back. I need room for the tools.
But the tools can be outside.
No, the tools sit in the back so they don't get rusted.
Oh, well. put the tools out on the porch arm and sleep in the back. It'll be fine. You won't know.
No.
2 months after.
Just about
2 months
pick-
after.
Or
2 months after now.
best of both
Someone-
worlds. Park the truck under the porch, and then
No.
sleep in the back of the truck.
There's no room for that.
Who said you need room?
Yeah.
We used to park our Jeeps under an overpass up in northern Indiana when we went salmon fishing in the fall, so we get up early. Too old for that now. Makes my back hurt thinking about it.
Alright, gotta get out of here. I'll catch up with some of you guys later.
Okay.
Have a good day, man.
See ya.
That little header, and you could just about pick corn by hand and do as good as fast a job as that little header.
I know, right?
I used that. Yes.
Yeah.
Sundays.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, you did.
On a bigger field.
Mhm.
And bigger hill, it looks like.
Yep. I've only unloaded once. And
Once?
yeah.
I got, yeah, one full trailer, and that was for unloading. And was it 910 liters left in the combine?
Start going up and down now.
I'm stupid. Why don't I put the straw into the mixing wagon so I can get a nice bed for the cows?
Yep, that'll work.
Yeah.
That's where you take the
Well-
straw blower and you sell that because you don't need it really. Plus it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
I like it. You can fit 3 bales in it.
Well, you can fit like 4 in the mixing wagon.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how the fucking straw blower works, so I said it.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's only to drop the bale in, drove into the
That's the first thing I thought when I noticed it was part of the starting equipment. I thought Roy hates this thing.
That part is so good. Like, I need, because how the shed works, Roy park the sheds. I reverse, take the case, hook it up, drive straight into the cow shed. Oh, load the bale, back out, load the bale.
What's the ratio on total mixture? It's supposed to be like 3 parts, 1 part.
3 hay bales, 1 straw, and 1 silage bale. Rest silage.
Hang on, you put straw in? You don't need to put straw in anymore.
In mixing, yes.
Nope.
Tells you do, but I don't think you actually do.
They removed it in 17.
No, you need to, because I read because you have the nice little manual in the backs. And it says
Yeah, it says you need it in the game,
Okay.
but I don't
Total
know
mixture,
that you
Shan.
do.
total mixture son. Simple to put in the mixer wagon. 2 hay bales, 1 straw bale, fill the rest with silage.
Mhm. That's always been the ratio. Apart from there used to be grass bales.
Wouldn't it be just as easy just to get you a baling trailer and stack the bales on the trailer in the right ratio and drive them over to the cow shed and dump them in there?
Mhm. Yep. I would
I mean,
take.
it'll
I
mix
would leave it.
for you, right?
I would leave the mixing wagon inside the shed and just take all the bales to the mixing wagon.
I mean, just put the bales directly in the cow shed.
Doesn't work.
You
No.
hold them over the trough and
No, that doesn't work. You have to actually mix them.
you could in 17 though, couldn't you?
No.
No.
No? Shit, I remember doing that.
This is something. But maybe you bought a bag.
Because you can dump loose hay and straw
Yeah.
into their feed in 19. I'll have to try that tonight. Because I heard you couldn't do that, but you can because I've done it. It worked. You just
I'm doing it.
back the forage wagon up to the trough and dump
Yeah,
it.
but you can do this in 13. That's you can do in 13 as well.
I've not tried to bale though, but I do know loose straw. It'll take
But bale is something different now. I don't know the straw bales. Every time you tab, Roy, from the harvester to the tractor,
Mm-hmm.
I feel you going offline every time because I get the black screen with white text or something is broke.
I said I'd end the stream while I was eating. I finished eating now. 3 kebabs later.
So what's on your kebabs that you order besides chicken, obviously?
Just chicken.
Oh, it's just chicken?
Yeah, the kids have salad and I just have chicken.
What?
It's chicken
That's not
tikka. So it's flavoured chicken.
Sauteed chicken on a stick.
Yeah.
I buy when I drove my truck every Friday because leaving home.
Mm-hmm.
I get home right like 7 every day. Yeah, eat, go into the fridge, take up something that you need to eat, wait a couple hours to let it defrost. Yeah, so I'll stop, buy chicken plate.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Some nice pommes, chickens, salad, tomatoes, cucumber.
And I was contemplating on going to the butcher's in town because this particular butcher's cooks the chicken. So you can buy a completely cooked chicken and then all you gotta do is just, throws in with whatever you want. Potatoes, veg, all that crap if you want.
My neighborhood grocery down the street, they have rotisserie chickens you can buy straight out of the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole chicken or half one.
Yeah.
When in game, when you start a new game, what time do you start at? 7, 8?
6, 7, I think.
Yeah, I'm at 12 o'clock, only feeding cows.
on one times.
Yeah, one time.
Wow.
So
Good for you.
okay, not completely, but cheap. Setting up as well, but buying stuff and that.
Mm-hmm.
But not much.
Yeah,
Most
so we
of the time
take an hour and a half off for buying and moving vehicles around. So it's still it's still a good chunk of time.
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's how it should be.
Yeah. In 17, in the winter, it would take me practically all day to feed the cows, and that's with a mixing station as well. Just backwards and forwards, truckloads of TMR.
Yeah, but it was like on Steffenbach,
Mm-hmm.
I had 152 sheep,
Yeah.
and the base is 4,000. Yeah, it took me, was it 5 bales, and 2 bales to feed 5 hay bales,
Yeah.
and I cannot take 2 bales because I use a damn crammer. I was like, I will need the crammer for that.
Yep.
So it took a long time for me. And yeah, if I didn't have to buy the sheep, I'm gonna have more bales left. Hay bales left.
It's pretty much everything that everybody's found on Riverview so far you already knew about.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
it's only
Yeah.
the water trigger right now.
Yeah.
It's the
that
only
was-
thing I tested.
Yeah, the water trigger was originally set up for Maypole, so it was using the one that was built into the shed. So it
Pigs
just
seemed to be eating last night for a while. I watched them on and off for about 45 minutes, eating just corn I gave them.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Wow.
I mean, I've seen a couple of them, like when they walked up to
When
the
I'm ready.
eating trough in the middle of the area there, they kind of went up on their front legs, their back legs were up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it has anything to do with the feeding trough or if that's just a glitch in the animals themselves.
Yeah.
I have already 1,000 liters of manure. Damn, they're producing a lot.
Well, that's.
500.
I don't know why you.
liters.
I don't understand why people want cows. All they do is give you shit.
But I have 500 liters of milk as well.
No, I know.
Thank
So-
you. Here. and the cow walked right through the shed.
Walked through the shed.
Yep.
Okay, well, that shouldn't have happened.
Nope. No.
Not how they
But I don't-
the
I
plane
don't
was
have the
set up.
Okay. I see what you mean with the cows going through the ground.
Yep. They're being seen by the vet. Don't worry, it's fine. The vet's having a check over.
But the best thing was today when I was downloading the map and I was gonna play the whole day. I was gonna stream. Yeah. Open the map.
And all the buildings are
Buildings.
gone.
A first what thing was because I had when I took it then first I took all my backups away. All.
Yeah.
Because I thought maybe that was a problem because I've been a problem before.
Mm-hmm.
You and me know this. Did that. Open again. Download it. Even download it again.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. It's gonna be a fence gate down at the
Far into the cow pasture.
end to the mountain.
Yep. There'll be a hedge that goes there and a gate.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, I forgot to port over the bit of hedge that goes in there, but yeah, there's a bit of hedge that goes in and a gate straight after the wall and then hedge after that, and it's a
And I
single
got-
gate.
I got the GPS working as well.
You got the GPS working? Awesome.
Do you know what it was?
No. You
I forgot to. You cannot have like. You need to get the underscore instead of.
yeah, you can't leave a space. It has to be underscore.
Yeah, but there was the other one that. What do you call? The line in the middle instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of those was it.
Ah.
Forgot you cannot have. Forgot you cannot have them.
Mm-hmm. It's either put an underscore or you just put
Yeah.
have it look like it's just one word.
Yeah. Put the underscore. Because I know I did everything right. I know that. Because I've done plenty of time with courseplay. It's time to harvest. Finally.
Kids. Trying to tell one of them Nate's the other one's turn, and it's I can't hear you. So you shout that a little bit louder. I can't hear you. Then you know, the dad voice comes in. Okay, it's your turn. There you go.
You can hear Dad.
Yeah.
Okay, you go suck yourself.
I think you need to get a second PC, right? Third PC.
Third PC. I will one day. They'll have a PC each, but they've got to look after the one they've got first. Because they'll have this one, because I'll build myself a new one at that point.
We can take Kevin's old one.
No, because they'll have this one. Because I build myself a new one. I wouldn't build one specifically for them when I'm going to be building myself one. So, you know, and this one is already better than the one that they've got right now. Only slightly, but it's better than the one that they've got now.
Let's see if stuff is ready. How much stuff is ready to harvest now?
Be back in a few.
Mm-hmm.
I need to damn cultivate them. And you have potatoes and field 8. I got a new crop as
Plough.
well now.
Lovely plough.
No.
No, you're going to actually harvest the potatoes.
Oh yeah.
That's just punishment.
For you.
Mm.
You didn't make the map hard enough for me.
Well, you like big fields, so you know it's.
Oh.
A lot of
God.
people would look at a big potato field and go, "Yeah, forget that." But you like big fields.
that is a normal field for me on Staffenbach with potatoes, so that's why I guess I can do it. It's gonna take a while because I'm not gonna do it straight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna maybe do a couple of hours, go off the game.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, one field of soybeans. You know what field 17 is for me?
What?
Corn.
And what harvester do you have?
The stock one you gave me.
Okay.
I didn't
So-
switch.
Yeah, so you got like, what is it, 6 meter header, but then that can also, I think that can use a 6 meter header as well,
Yeah.
so
That one
it'll
can.
be fine. I think it might even be able to use a 9 meter. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna use the 6 meters. Need a bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the point in a big one either. Yep. I'm not gonna lose crops. I'm crop reduction. I using like they used to be with. But I turn off the all-wheel steering
Mm-hmm.
when I'm doing
Oops.
transport because it's a pain in the ass with trailers. Fine.
Yeah.
So I can, when you go to field 11, I want to have it length the hedge,
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work.
Hi, Kevin. I only did it once. Only once. Oh,
Why is
we're
that?
full.
This
Ah.
was the game's fault.
It was the game's fault. It gave me potatoes. It allowed me to plant them.
Yeah, but you get potatoes now on here on field 18.
I
But it's
forgot.
not big field.
I lost the way out of the field.
You can get lost.
Yeah, you can get lost. I get lost all the time, even on my own maps. Well, I am on my own map, so obviously I get lost on my own maps.
Yep. Forgot your rear steering on this thing. On this combine.
All combines are rear steering, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. I know. Took the corner a bit too wide. Need to do that as well. Now to use the new GPS for once.
The second biggest field on Newbie, yeah. Well, and the scary thought is the second biggest field on Newbie back then is probably the smallest field on Newbie on Riverview today, or one of.
I like one thing.
Mm.
Field 39
Yeah.
is still potatoes.
And
I like that.
It's still what?
Potatoes.
Oh,
Can we move backwards? Thank you, officer.
I bet this still needs MCing. Because the PDA on Riverview, looking at the fields on the PDA, do not do it justice.
Oh no.
You look at the fields on the PDA and you go, they're small fields, until you get inside the field and then you go, yeah, not so small.
That's what I said. That's what I said when I said the field on field 18 is one of the Staffenbach field for me.
Mm-hmm. What field on Riverview is the smallest field on Stackenbach?
The smallest field on Staffenbach. You don't have it. They
Okay.
are even smaller because they are small and you get them bigger. You can combine them.
Okay. So, ooh,
works like that.
just help if you turn that on first before you drive forward. May have killed a few. It's okay. And what's the biggest field on Riverview? Is there a field on Riverview that will match the size of the biggest one on?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the field. The biggest field on Staffenbach is like 41.
Okay. That's the one by the villages, isn't it? Is that
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
And that one you can combine with one more field.
So therefore the
Between.
okay, so therefore field, what is it, 30, 32, 33, the biggest field on Riverview,
30.
30. Yeah. That one I know is a monster.
Ooh, yeah. And I harvested it alone.
Wow. Good for you.
I did it on the multiplayer.
I mean, back when, before all the fields over by the freight yard became 4 fields, that taking Big Bud in there with the plough, and no, the cultivator, sorry, and putting the cultivator down and going along, and then you do a full run round, and you look at the width that you've done, the headland, the size of the headland that you've done, you look at the field and you go, yeah, this is going to take a while, even with Big Bud. And then
Yeah,
the
I
field got
used
split
to-
up into 4, and then it was like, yep, but they're still big.
I used the big entity harvester,
Hmm.
ILD harvester,
Yeah.
and that thing is huge.
Well, could you imagine if there was no auto stacker and you couldn't put, or you couldn't use auto stackers? You had to manually pick up bales, and somebody did field 30 in wheat and baled the whole lot.
I sold my autosector.
You did, so you're manually picking up all the bales.
Yeah. I don't
Wow.
have a talent that I can reach that high up, so. But I'm used to it, that's why.
Hmm.
On Stadsberg, the only thing I did was picking manusecking.
Okay.
So that I'm pretty used to it.
I guess was that with seasons? It was, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed
guess-
something to do as well
It-
between.
yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm guessing because with seasons time runs out so quickly that you run out of things that you can do. So you need things to be able to keep you busy.
Yeah. Six-day season was a lot, but it was I like 6-day season.
I would start on a 3 and then go up to a 6, and 6 generally was the most I'd
Perfect.
need to go up to. If I went up to a 9-day season, it would be because I would need a lot of fields at that point. 6 days was more than enough.
Yeah, but like me, I didn't play for animals on Staffenbach. I've tried to play it for was it crop,
Hmm.
and that is even harder in season.
Yeah.
But I had sheep because I know I'm never gonna keep money for only crop
Hmm.
in 6-day season. So that's why.
Yeah, and sheep don't take that much grass anyway, or
No,
hay
I
bales,
have-
so it's quick.
I had a lot of hay bales, I can say that much.
Hmm.
I still have. But I found a BDA that makes special BDA gas.
Yeah.
So you need to place the cell point and the BDA. So I use that as well for money
Hmm.
because I don't like the in-game BDA that much. I'm gonna use it in a review because why not?
Hmm. Well, the thing
I
is,
saw the
it's
big
there.
app.
You did.
Yeah, I bought butterfly mowers.
Well, you said that you prefer butterfly mowers,
Yeah,
and I do like the big M.
I like the big M, but I didn't see the point.
It's like I like the self-propelled sprayers, but I don't like the fact that the booms.
Huge.
Yeah, and it's easy to massively overlap. I'd have liked how it would be in real life, where some of the points you could turn off.
Ooh, you give me something now. I need to buy GPS for the case. It's my spraying tractor,
Okay.
but it's the only tractor that's not gonna have GPS is my damn GCB.
Okay.
It's going to be for picking up bales and transporting.
How many tractors do you have?
4.
Okay.
2 John Deere's, 1 USB, 1 case.
Mm-hmm.
I switched one tractor out. I bought the case, Gen 7R.
Yeah.
And a bit bigger. But that is more preparing because I think I'm gonna get bigger. So I prepare that tractor. That is more preparing tractor.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna sit more in the beginning.
I didn't know where to put the trigger for the buying chickens at the time. It was like, do I put it inside the pen because you can't use a vehicle, or should I put it outside the pen in case somebody does make a vehicle that, or giants make it, that you can transport chickens in something like cages and that. It's like, put it outside the pen just in case, because you can't get inside their
I want the animal
enclosure.
bottoms. I don't bought chicken yet, so.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to the animal dealer, so because you buy them there as well, so.
Yeah.
And I need to keep buying for DPS on my trusty little Cytec panel. So I the best thing is it's a bit.
We're almost done on this field. And then we can send the header back.
Shift left track, shift right track. Oh, no.
And
No, wrong button.
Go back.
yep.
I don't have a kebab, but I got my afternoon snack. Salami, sharp cheddar cheese, hot sauce to dip the salami in, and a big pickle.
Okay, stop. Because I have the oven on for my pizza.
He's getting hungry. Yeah.
Well, I am hungry.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you can smell the pizza cooking, yeah?
I can smell the oven heating up.
Oh, okay. You haven't got
Really
pizza in there at the moment then, huh?
No.
Okay.
Just heat in the oven.
See, I just throw the pizza in with the oven heating up and
No.
no?
No. Then you get the good flavors.
And you don't get the good flavours? Well, I don't eat pizza, so it's for the kids, so it's fine for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Flavors is the thing.
I used to eat pizza, but now I just, it's like, nah.
Yeah, but
when the
it's
kids
better
go.
right now. Pizza is right now better
Mm-hmm.
than my damn meals that are already cooked.
Yeah.
Pizza like that is better. It tastes better.
Make low carb pizza.
And I can say this much so far, this DPS is amazing. And it's easier. You can see the lines better.
When my ex and I got our first property together, we would order pizza. It was like a religion to us, almost. You know, if we didn't order pizza, there was something wrong. And
But it's like me every Friday when I go home from work.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't order something, but that's more because I'm lazy to cook on Fridays.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, this was every day. We was basically, because the pizza store was just round the corner, so you'd be go out, get the pizza, come back, or order the pizza. But the in-laws came round one day and it was like, do you know how many calories are in one of those pizzas? And you're having a family-sized pizza to yourself. Don't worry about that. You should
It's all
worry
the
about
food
that.
groups.
Yeah.
Oh god. Something bad happened for me.
You did? You crashed?
No.
That's okay then. What
On
happened?
Twitch.
Oh.
Country Gaming start following me on Twitch.
Oh.
You don't know this, Lord, but you don't need to. Roy streaming, so.
Oh, you're streaming on Twitch?
I'm streaming on Twitch, Roy. I'm not streaming right now, but
I'll have to find you and follow you.
it's being linked somewhere in general.
I'll find it.
I need to still go in. I need to get all the Monkey Show people in links and stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
do.
monkey people.
Stop monkeying around and do it.
I'm thinking to do a spreadsheet
Okay.
so everybody can get that easier. So you can put in descriptions easier for YouTube and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a lot of people that stream.
Typical.
I made an enjoyable spreadsheet yesterday. Usually spreadsheets are not enjoyable to make, but yesterday's was to keep track of all my vacation days.
You have a vacation? I'm not gonna have a vacation this year.
No, because you're currently having them.
Yeah, because I'm home from work.
Yeah, because you're
I
sick.
couldn't take.
You're off sick.
Yeah, 3 months home, not fun.
Nope.
No.
So I'm gonna work this year. I think.
I think you're going to be working for the next couple of years, aren't you?
I worked this year, last year as well, the whole year.
Yeah, but you're at home with pay for 3 months. I mean, that to some people is a dream come true. Not for the reason why you're at home.
Oh no!
But-
I hate to be still.
Yeah,
This is the worst thing for me.
yeah, I get that.
When the doctor said to me,
3
I thought
months.
maybe I said like maybe 1 month. That's okay. 3 months. It's gonna be damn spring. And my dad said, both my mom and dad said, he's gonna climb the walls. I hope I'm going to the doctor 18th February now. I hope I get this thing I have on the back. I don't need to have it as often. Because that is the case. If spring comes pretty early here in Sweden, I'm gonna be on my jet ski. I'm gonna be on my jet ski a lot then. If spring's coming in April, because I'm gonna be in April even home, so I'm gonna be a lot on my jet ski in April if spring comes early.
Yeah, well, you know, you just need to take it easy. You don't want to be back in bed going, I can't do anything, because I got overexcited about being back on, able to go out and do things. You
No,
know?
but this is, I'm gonna be more go out on the sea, sit there, take this. That is something I like.
Because it's extremely easy to become advantageous. You know, get excited
One
and,
thing I
and
noticed
over.
on this,
Mm.
I'm this close to spending money on a boat. This is good to be home. I find a lot of stuff to me to spend. And stuff.
Well,
But I'm
that's
saving. I'm saving money right now.
You in Sweden or Switzerland?
Sweden.
Sweden is what I thought.
I'm living on an island in the Swedish biggest island. Lake. Sea. Lake.
it has a bridge over, but you can't order food because they won't deliver because he's on an island. What you should do is when you phone up, turn around when they go, we can't deliver there because you're on an island. Turn and go, well, technically you're on an island as well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We have one that deliver, but they're not good.
Okay, that's why they
Does the island
deliver.
not have a bridge?
The
Why
bridge
can't they
is-
deliver to an island?
It's they did deliver, but I don't order from them because I don't like them. Because they are, first thing, if they're gonna deliver, my food is gonna be all over the whole damn plate. Because they dry like maniac.
They're over the
So-
plate. They deliver it on a plate.
Or in the cast box. And everything.
Are you one of those people that can't have their food touching?
Ooh, I
Different kinds of food touching?
can. I can. I can't even eat food that people have been started on. So
Oh no. Somebody, I'm definitely fussy. If we have like the kids' birthdays and that, we'll have finger food out, and it'll be pick what you want and put it on your plate, but do not put anything that you've touched. It goes on your plate. You do not touch something and then just walk away. Because if you do that, I ain't taking anything off that plate. I don't. I hate touching anything, eating anything that somebody else has touched.
I can. Can't even take people can't even take bites.
I know
of it.
technically people have touched the chicken kebab that I've ordered, but if I don't see them do it,
But you don't
I
see
can
it.
eat it. Yeah, but if I see
Yeah.
somebody do it, no.
I can even take if you take a bite of a chicken kebab and not want it, I can eat that. I don't
Uh-huh.
care. I never care.
No, I couldn't.
But that's more because I was raised on a farm.
Mhm.
You're not picky. You're not that picky.
Yeah.
I'll eat about anything that doesn't eat me first.
Some like I don't like soup that much.
Mhm.
Some soups only. But I eat most of the things now and then.
Yeah. The only thing that I will eat if somebody has taken a bite from is the kids. If the kids take a bite out of it, say
Yeah,
they
but
want to
that is
taste something.
normal.
Yeah, they want to taste
Yeah, sure.
something.
Your kids, yeah.
Yeah.
That
But-
that is more a parent thing because
Mhm.
What about someone else's kids taking
No.
a bite of it?
No.
Right. Exactly.
No. Oh,
And it's
really?
funny when it comes to your kids, what you'll tolerate. You know what I mean? What you just don't feel like it's a problem. You know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, that's the way it has to be. Otherwise, the kids would never get their diapers changed. You know.
Mhm.
so field 6 are not seeded. Okay. I own a field that's not seeded. Nice. I don't need to lime it or anything.
Field 5 isn't that one isn't normally seeded, is it?
It's a grass field. But
Is it?
6.
Not 5. Hang on. 2,
6.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Yeah.
It's
That's
next
the
to
one
it.
that. Yeah. It's the
It's
one
not
that goes
seeded.
up at the hill at the top, isn't it? The
Yeah.
very top of it's a hill.
That we had problem we did more realistic baling.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun field.
And I don't need to plow it. I don't need to lime it. Only
Ah.
to seed it.
You're lucky I had to plough a fucking lime that thing.
I don't need to do anything on it.
In fact, I had to plough every one of my fields, and because it's
Okay, I
now
need to do
version
it.
3, now because
Okay,
it's
I need to-
version 3, I've got to probably do all that again. Well, I would have to do all that again, because I'd
No,
be
I need to
starting
lime it.
again.
I looked at the wrong menu.
Ah. There we go. So we can now sell this field and get our money back. Let's
Are
see
you
this.
playing on the server right now? I didn't even realize, or think to ask that. Or are you just testing single player?
No, this is online, but I'm hosting it.
Oh, just, yeah, right. Online.
Yeah.
It's Roy Online.
Yeah.
But that is, yeah, that's pretty fun.
So that one can be harvested, but that's normal header and that's
Do you
normal
own
header.
those fields?
Which one?
Okay, no, you sold the field. You don't own it. What I'm giving you.
Yeah, so I can buy 33. Yes.
Damn. I got
I-
almost a full combine of soybeans from field 11.
Oh, I can't do that just yet.
This is good, right?
Hmm?
Good yield of soybeans.
I'm glad
Almost a
you
full combine on field 11.
I wouldn't know because I just plough them under.
Soybeans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not soybean. No.
No, yeah, I was soy.
Sugar beet I was thinking of. Not soybeans. Yeah. What field was that on?
11.
11?
Next to the farm, the long straight
yeah,
one
yeah.
with the hill.
Yeah.
You know, the with the steep hill a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Super steep. that people complained when he was gonna harvest. I'm gonna tip over here. He said.
Yep. And then it was made a lot flatter,
Yeah,
but sloped still.
but it was because they had there on the comma couldn't harvest.
Yeah.
We had also small problems we found out. It was not because of the fields, because we said the angle was. We loved the angle. Everybody liked the angle.
It was a fun field for sure.
Yeah.
But then, have you been in field? Where is it? 2 or 3? Let me think. 3, I think it is.
No.
It's the one opposite the grass field, which is what 4, 5, isn't it? The one that goes around the river that you start
3.
off with. Is that 3?
No, you mean Field Fury with
Field 3, yeah. It's up on the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go inside there and go to the very back of the field, you'll see it suddenly just dips down. Trying to pull a plough or something up there can be interesting. It's like doing
it's like
field 12.
45.
That's the big one, isn't it? The one that we was doing the potatoes on.
No, Field 45 is the field grass field near the bakery.
Is it? Oh,
44.
okay. 44, yeah.
No, 48. I mean, so 48. The grass field there.
Oh, the one that's
With
the one that's over the other side of the bakery. The
Yeah,
big one,
that's-
yeah.
That's fun. It's fun. One thing I like in 19 with animals more, they don't produce every hour, produce the whole in the hour as well. In 17 it was, you looked, after an hour you got the yield for everything. Now it's more minutes. But you don't get that much every minute. You get, because somehow my cows are going good. The sheep is not going that good. How much is milk for? What the heck, Roy?
What?
600 euros for milk?
Yeah, I didn't change the price on milk or eggs because I hadn't tested animals, so I didn't know how animal prices affected, if the Giants had already altered them or not. So
Eggs, I think, is fine. Because it's €1 per egg. So it's not that expensive, it's like in real life. Milk can go lower, but in real life you get nothing for milk, so I think I have 600 as the highest, maybe 500 as the highest. So it's not.
if I lower the milk, it'd be half the price that you get right now. That's how I
I'm playing
always
on
do
hard.
it.
I'm playing on hard right now.
But it'll be half of whatever the price is right now.
I see, but I didn't look what soybeans were sold, and my tractor is up in there. Because the tractor doesn't stop when you... 41 mil. Again. Where's the mill?
Stay there.
It's over... Oh god, it's that place. I remember that place. It was the place I had problem with the truck up the hill.
Right. But I think I'm going to end the stream there. So I think I'll thank everybody for dropping in, and I'll see you all later. Bye.